Hi everyone, welcome to today's trade of the day, and for today's trade of the day I will be looking at the dollar CAD. Right, well, why we're looking at the dollar CAD is just basically because oil prices have been dropping at the start of the Asian trading session, and the CAD actually moves in line with oil price. At the same time, the dollar is very much influenced by the ongoing US elections right now. So it will be interesting to just look and analyze this pair. So what I have here is the dollar CAD on the daily, and I just want to point out that price is actually basing off in this area, right? So if we were to draw a support, something like that, we actually have price testing it multiple times, right? So we have price testing it once, twice, and a third time here. Okay, should this support hold, we could at least see a short-term bounce. Alright, and at the same time, where will we see the bounce? This is one strong push down, so we can actually use Fibonacci retracement from the last swing high to the recent low, and we can also open all Fibonacci ratios, okay, to get all these levels. I'm going to keep the levels there, and let's quickly go down to the 4 hours. Okay, so on the 4 hours, I just want to show you guys, I'm going to tidy this up, pulling this all the way to the end over here. Okay, so on the 4 hours, we see that price has actually bounced off the low and actually reacted at the 61.8, right, before coming back down one more time. Right, so what we can do is we can actually have a target at the 61.8 again. Okay, this same level. It is actually a very strong resistance level. Let me show you guys why. Because if we were to drag it a bit to the left, it is actually a support. Alright, support, turn resistance. So we can expect price to at least push up to this 61.8 one more time. Okay, and secondly, we can actually take a Fibonacci extension of this this A-shape spike to project price upwards. So let's do just that. Okay, with an extension 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3. Okay, and then we open up all Fibonacci ratios, and we see that the spike here is actually quite close to the 78.6 Fibonacci extension as well. Just want to check the 61.8. Okay, the 61.8 is at this recent high. In close is the recent swing high. So I'm just going to highlight the 61.8 for both 61.8, and this one I'll highlight both the 61.8 and 78.6. Okay, so this means that we do actually have two possible levels of take profit on the intraday 1 and 2. Alright, so this is the low that we have on the daily. Now very quickly, let's go down to the 1 hour. Okay, on the 1 hour, price seems a bit clearer. Okay, what we can do is take a retracement of the last swing high to the low and open all Fibonacci ratios once more. Right, and we see that price has already actually broken above the 23.6 and is coming back. Alright, so there is a chance that price really will bounce higher, at least to this level. So we can ignore this 23.6, 38.2. We realize that the 61.8 is also quite close to the 61.8 Fibonacci extension level. Alright, so this is quite a strong confluence level. On the 1 hour, it is actually also the graphical overlap. Right, so we have two targets. Now, we can see that price is holding very nicely above. There's this very small trend line over here. Connect on the lows, touch as many candlesticks as possible without cutting the candle bodies. Okay, we have a nice ascending trend line. So the entry can be at the trend line level. So this can be a buy entry, right? You can have a buy entry over here. And of course, the stop loss, I will not put it here even though this is the daily support. I will back it up a bit to include the spike. So this will be my stop loss, the very recent swing low. Alright, so this, and then let me just tidy this up with this as the first TP and this as the second TP. Alright, so this makes for a very nice risk reward trade as well. Okay, and last but not least, we can actually look, just sort of double check with indicators, and we see that, okay, let's make it a bit more sensitive. Okay, we see that the stochastics indicator is actually reversing off the lows, right? And every time the stochastic indicator comes back to test the support, okay, price tends to bounce at those levels as well, right? And there's quite a big bounce recently. If I were to move it here, there's quite a big bounce. Okay, so stochastics indicator has confirmed it, right? And graphical price action together with Fibonacci levels also seems to be confirming this short-term intraday bounce. So thanks everyone for tuning in to today's trade of the day. Wish you guys all the best. Trade safe and stay safe.